Hi everyone, Bob the Tomato here. This is Chuck Vollmer. He's a senior concept artist at Big Idea. He paints many of the beautiful backgrounds you see in our shows. Today he's going to show you how to draw Larry as the Tin Man.
Hi, I'm Chuck Vollmer. I'm the senior visual development artist here at Big Idea, and we're going to do a how to draw today of Larry as the Tin Man. So I hope you have your crayons and pencils ready, and we'll get started. Normally when I start drawing Larry, I like to start out with just a general oval shape, usual oval cucumber shape. I stay fairly loose right now and light with my pencil marks. I try not to get too dark right away, and we can get darker as we finish him up. I like to put down a center line down where the middle of his face will be. And this just kind of helps me with the placement of his eyes. Put his eyes in. And Larry's eyes are basically just larger ovals. You've got the smaller ovals for his pupils, and then the larger ovals for the whites of his eyes. And his nose sits right in here between the two ovals of the whites of his eyes. Now, Larry as the Tin Man has a longer nose. He's got a piece of tin, or like a small tin funnel that sits on his nose. And it's kind of a triangular shape, and it has a few seams in it, like this. And just below his nose is his mouth. We're going to make Larry smile. Put in Larry's tooth. It's basically a square shape, like so. And Larry is a Tin Man. He's got a piece of metal that looks like a large metal jaw. And so we're going to put that in. It sits just below his mouth. And we kind of make it kind of a curved shape. It kind of comes up like a jawbone, like so. And then the main suit that Larry's wearing as the Tin Man is basically a potbelly stove. And so we're going to draw kind of a circle shape around his midsection, like so. And this is the basic shape of the potbelly stove. And it flares up a little bit in the back, like so. And this is kind of like the collar in the back. And then at the bottom we have a bit of a base from the stove, and it just wraps around the bottom of the circle shape. And then we have a little bit of Larry sticking out the bottom. Now in the middle of the potbelly stove we have the little door. And the door is kind of a curved square. It's got slightly curved on the sides and on the top. And we can put some little squares here on the side to indicate the hinges. And then put a little handle in here. And a couple little vents. Again, just little oval shapes. And at the bottom of the potbelly stove, we have some small leg shapes. And it's kind of like a circle and a circle. You got the larger circle up top with a smaller circle as the actual foot of the stove. So we can do that again over here. And now we need to put the hat on him. And the hat is like a tin funnel. And we'll start out with a circular oval shape. We're going to tilt it off to the side just to give him a little character. We're then going to put in kind of a triangle shape, like so. And then the little spout for the funnel. So there we have his hat, and then we'll add the little finger piece for the funnel. Now we have everything kind of roughed out. We've roughed out all the general shapes and what they are. And now what we can do is, if you have your box of crayons with you, we can take your crayons and we can start going in and putting in the details and darkening things up, and then we can start to color it. So what we can do now is, again, I like to kind of start in the same place as I started the line drawing. We'll go in and we'll darken in his pupils. And we lightly go in, bring out his eye shapes a little bit more. We can go in here on the under part of his nose, we can go a little darker. And then on the top part, maybe just a little lighter. And that's going to help you, give you a little sense of top and bottom. What we'll do now is we'll go ahead and put in the seams on the nose. We're going to go ahead now and outline out Larry with our crayons. We can start adding little details. Larry is a Tin Man. We actually painted a seam on his body to make him feel more metal-like. We can add that as well. And on his jaw, we can go ahead and add the bolts to his jaw piece. Start on his pot belly stove part of his body. And once you've got him completely outlined just the way you like, you can then go ahead and start taking some colors and filling them in. And this is where you can really have some fun and loosen up a little bit and really add your own creative touch to it. Because he is tin, I'm going to make him mostly silver gray here. And you can go right on top of the lines you've already put down. It won't hurt anything. And I'm also going to add a little bit of orange just to kind of indicate maybe some rust, because he was outside and he was all frozen up because of the rain. So you can kind of add a little bit of orange or yellow if you'd like, just to kind of give him that little bit of a rusty feel. You can use all kinds of colors. A little bit of blues in there, that'll be fun. You can go back in even with the black if you want, just to add some shadows if you'd like. You can add a few shadows here, a few more places, and I think that'll do it. Well, thanks for joining me, and I hope you'll come back again soon sometime and draw some more with us.